Hey everybody, welcome back to Toy Box Treasures. My name's Trav, and today we're going to talk about Holy Grails. Due to the coronavirus, COVID-19 pandemic, and social distancing, we have not been able to kind of get out there in the public and get some searching done and finding those treasures to share with you guys. So we're going to keep it right here at the house and talk about my Holy Grails and my personal collection. But before we get into that, I'd like to thank everybody for subscribing, sharing, and looking at our videos. We have 27 subscribers in our community, nearly 700 views, and we are one view away from having 3 separate videos with over 100 views. So that's truly amazing. Thank you for that. Our first figure in my Holy Grails is going to be the 1982 Straight Arm Snake Eyes from the A Real American Hero line. This is the figure that kind of started it all. When Hasbro introduced the A Real American Hero line, they didn't have enough money to put paint on this figure. So they just said, leave it black and we'll roll with it. And lucky for us, they did that because that made this figure special and it made it awesome. There has been 60 or 70 different versions of Snake Eyes done over the years, but this one right here is my Holy Grail piece because they keep getting harder and harder to find. And when I was a kid, this was the figure that I wanted, but I could never get. So now I got one. I actually got it from an acquaintance, a friend, who was liquidating his collection, and he gave me a really good deal on it. So, you know, I got it for well under retail price, so that makes it even better. Next, we have Scareglow. Scareglow is from the Masters of the Universe line. He is missing his cape and his staff, but this particular figure I found in the wild digging in a box of Masters of the Universe figures at a yard sale. To find this figure in this condition in a yard sale in 2019 is pretty rare and pretty unheard of, but I got him. He was manufactured at the end of the Masters of the Universe vintage line and was done with low numbers because the line was kind of dying out, and me and other kids were kind of moving on to new toy lines that were happening in the mid 80s. But to have Scareglow in your collection is a Holy Grail. Next, we're going to go to the Mickey Mouse. You'll pay attention to that logo, the Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander. Now this guy right here is the first version. This was the mail-away for the A Real American Hero line back in 1982. So what you did is you saved your flag points from your file cards and your vehicles, and you mailed them into Hasbro, and they would mail you this guy. But what makes him so special is that they changed the logo. The Mickey Mouse emblem is what it's called, was changed not long after production because it went back to that normal traditional Cobra symbol that we know and love today. So these guys were done in short manufacture, short production lines, and was a mail away, so it was really hard to get. This figure was given to me as a gift by my wife, which is truly an amazing gift. When she handed it to me out of the blue, my hand was shaking. You know, I was so nervous because I never thought I'd have one. I'd only seen the Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander basically in pictures or videos on the internet. So this was the first one that I was actually able to put my hands on and touch. And it's a really special figure in my collection. These 3 figures are my Holy Grails, but that doesn't mean that they have to be your Holy Grails. So why don't you leave your Holy Grails in the comments below? That way I know what you're looking at, what's your Holy Grails. I may have them in my collection, and I can share those in future videos for you. If not, we can keep looking for them. And if we can't find them, we can at least talk about them. Because the more Holy Grails that you're looking for, and we can share that information in our community, that means that there's more people out there looking for it for you. So keep looking, keep hunting. This is Trav for TBT. Just remember, always leave something on the shelf for the next guy, because the next guy just may be you. And keep digging in them boxes, because you just may find your Holy Grail in a yard sale, Comic-Con box, and get a great deal on it. But you got to look for it. So that's going to do us here at Toy Box Treasures. My name's Trav, and Keep hunting.